Alright, what's up, boys and girls? We got episode 4 of Factor Fiction, and this is probably the funniest one yet. I went out of my way to pick out some really ridiculous scenarios, and I think it came out pretty good. We're gonna look at the end of the best streak, Wi-Fi on airplanes, love songs to former soulmates, and then stupid pay pigs that don't learn their lesson and just keep coming back for more. So without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and jump into the first scenario. And for this one, we're gonna go back to one of the greatest nights in DSP history, and that was the end of the best streak. Now, there were a lot of nights where the streak almost ended, and DSP had to guilt trip his fans into keeping it alive by letting them know they weren't going to get positivity anymore. And by positivity, DSP means more money in his pocket. Now, the streak lasted a long time, I'll give him that, but it was kept alive by the same 7 people that still keep him afloat to this very day. Now, the question we're asking here is, what number did the best streak actually die on? Did he reach the $100 tips goal for 276 straight streams? Fact or fiction?
It never happened. It never happened. This one was invented by a writer. Not this time. It never happened.
Alright, now, I'm going to nip drama in the butt before we begin with anything today, guys. Alright, just to forewarn everyone, I'm nipping the drama in the butt before we even start with any stream, because undoubtedly idiots are going to try to be negative today, and I'm not putting up with their shit, okay? So, someone who I don't know who the hell they were, came into the stream chat during pre-stream, before I started talking, and said that, last night, on the Morrowind stream, I made a grievous error. A grievous error. That's right, when I was calculating the running tips total for the night, I accidentally miscalculated by $9. Okay? Now, I don't even know what that means. I think last night we ended up with like $102 or $103 at the end of the night. So we did hit the tips goal. But this person is claiming I made a miscalculation, a grievous error. And because of my miscalculation, I overestimated the tips, and therefore, the best streak is over. It's over. It's completely over. Right? Stupid. This is what idiots do, because what they're trying to do, they're so upset. They're so upset that, as I've told you guys, this last week I had a pretty good news for me in regards to my personal life and stuff that's been going on behind the scenes for months and months. And these people, these trolls, these detractors, whatever the hell you want to call them, they're so butthurt that something would actually go right for me in my life. Alright? They're so butthurt that they have to latch onto any little piece of anything and turn it into some kind of big drama. This is what they do. Like, if you just watch the insanity of the crap they put out on the internet, you would see, oh my god, these people are obsessive, compulsive weirdos who just do fucked up stuff on a daily basis. They're nuts, okay? So, I don't know if there's any truth to this. I don't care. Last night, people were very supportive on the stream. We ended the stream saying we had hit the tips goal. If I made a miscalculation, I really don't care. And the truth of the matter is, chances are, over the last 74 streams, I probably made miscalculations a lot. I would almost go out and say, I would guarantee you, alright, that I probably made a couple miscalculations during the course of these streams in regards to the tips goal. So, if there was a miscalculation last night, I don't give a fuck.
Imagine that. Just make up the fucking rules as you go along. Doesn't matter if you even hit the goal or not. I'm just gonna say I did, and that's that. Then what's the point? The best streak might as well still be going today. So it never even got to 276. It didn't even break 100 technically. But I swear this dude is so autistic with his rules and his schedule and his, I have to eat dinner every day at 4 p.m. But when it comes to shit like this, it doesn't matter. If these no-life losers say I was short by $10, I don't care. I'm still gonna add it. Doesn't make any sense. And then, oh my god, celebrating bankruptcy. Apparently we're upset because good stuff happened to him. So now getting foreclosed on and going through bankruptcy is a good thing. What fucking universe are we in right now? Unbelievable. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, for the second scenario, we're gonna go back to scam fundraisers, parents are in very bad health, trips across the country, and secret weddings. Now, after Phil came back from his scam wedding, he did a live stream to reassure his pay pigs that he doesn't lie to them. It was just this one little time that he had to do it. But while he was telling the story about his trip, he kinda slipped up and said something he probably shouldn't have. Now, Phil talked about wanting to play some mobile games on the flight. I mean, come on, it's a 5-hour plane ride. How could any normal human being get through that without playing some very important mobile games? I know I couldn't do it. But in order to play his games, he had to purchase internet Wi-Fi on the plane. Now the question we're asking here, did DSP purchase 2 internet packages just so he and his wife could play their mobile games as they flew across the country to get married?
Our research found a published report of a similar story.
Yes, it was.
A similar story happened to a young man in the Pacific Northwest about 20 years ago.
We're flying. And no, it wasn't first class. It was coach. It was just, did you fly first class? No, we didn't fly first class. My parents aren't rich. But for those who don't know, first class is insanely expensive. When my parents flew here last time, my parents looked into flying first class because my mom has back and leg issues and thought maybe first class would be really good for her. So the regular plane ticket was $400. First class was $1,600. So my parents decided against that. And no, we didn't fly first class. That's insane. Finally, we're like, okay, we're at the height we want to do. We want to mess with our phones, get on the internet, maybe play some mobile games or whatever. So I had bought those internet passes I had told you guys about, because they're called Fly-Fi Internet or whatever. So we go to do it, and I'm trying to figure it out. It's a little, I'll be honest, it was a little complicated to try to figure this thing out. You could connect to the internet for free, but you wouldn't do data. It was only like messaging or checking emails. It wouldn't allow you to like play a game or anything. It wasn't enough data to do that. So it was a good thing that we had paid for this internet ahead of time, because we went and looked. If you didn't buy it before the flight, it was $40 a person to get internet on this flight. $40 a person for 5 hours of internet? That's $8 an hour. That's more expensive than checking our luggage. $40 a person. So thank God we had bought it ahead of time. So I log in, finally, and I get one of the passes working. Okay? Oh, it's working. So I sync my phone to it. I go to play my games. This is my mobile games. They work. Oh, wow, the internet actually works. So this was working well. This is exciting. Now we can, Kat plays a couple games on her phone. And I only play one, but, this will be fun and exciting. We'll get to do some fun stuff on the flight with our phones. Maybe check the internet or whatever. So I log mine in. So then I try to get Kat's phone working. Well, guess what? We got screwed. Here's how we got screwed. When I bought the 2 internet passes, I used the same email address, okay, for both passes. Well, guess what? The way that this system works, it's 1 pass per email, okay? If you try to get a second phone, it doesn't work. It only works 1 at a time per email. So even though I had bought 2 passes, since I had associated them with 1 email address, we could only get 1 phone to work at a time. Because I tried logging both in, and it wouldn't work. It would kick the other phone off the internet. So basically, only one of us had internet at a time. So I played my game for an hour. Oh, okay, I'm going to charge. Then she would play her game for an hour. Oh, okay. So we went back and forth. But it was fine. We had stuff to do.
All right, and I had to edit that down from like 5 minutes because he just kept rambling about the fucking snacks on the plane and how much everything cost and how the plane wasn't overcrowded and just stupid shit. It shows you that he doesn't get out very much, and when he does experience something, he has to tell you about every little detail as if no one else knows about it. But the normal reaction would be, why the fuck would you even say this? To be fair though, I think this came out before anyone knew he was playing WWE Champions. I could be wrong, but I don't think anyone knew at this point. He had already talked about being addicted to mobile games in the past though. So again, why would you even mention this? But I do wish his bank leaks went back this far. If this dude couldn't make it through a flight without making Apple iTunes purchases, I wouldn't even know what to say. But there was one statement of, Kat plays a couple of games on her phone and I only play one. I wonder what game it is you play, Phil. And I wonder what games your lovely wife plays. But hopefully she's like you and she doesn't spend any money on mobile games. That would be absolutely terrible. Now let's move on to scenario number 3. Alright, now this one's going to be pretty easy, but it's fucking hilarious. And I just wanted to include it for the clip alone. Now, as we all know, DSP loved Panda Lee very much. And she's apparently not Asian, by the way, just so you know. But little Phil was absolutely heartbroken when Panda Lee dumped his sorry ass. And I don't know if that's actually what happened, but I don't like DSP, so I'm just going to pretend it did. Now, before Phil met his current soulmate, he was probably staying up every night, thinking about her, getting drunk, crying like a little bitch. And one night, DSP had way too much to drink, and he was listening to the radio. And he had the bright idea of calling into the radio station and dedicating a song to his beloved Rihanna, so she could come back to the pig pen and cook his delicious meals, wash his dirty ass laundry, and essentially take care of him like he was a little baby. Now the question we're asking here, did DSP actually call into a radio station and dedicate a song to Panda Lee?
It never happened. It never happened. We made this one up. It's fiction. We made up this one.
89.7 KACC, we got a dedication in. These kids and their names, I swear. So, Darkside Phil wants to dedicate a song to Panda Lee. He wants to dedicate Baby Come Back by Player. I don't know what to say, guys. Okay, so, anyway, here's Baby Come Back by Player, and they actually wanted me to say Baby Come Back, ack. I don't get it. I really don't get it with these kids. But yes, Darkside Phil, here's your dedication to Panda Lee. And this is 89.7 KACC.
God bless that good Samaritan. And also, God bless that DJ for actually going through with it. Because they could have easily said, nah, I'm not reading this shit. But I love that clip so much. And again, I knew it was an easy one, but it's just a classic. And hopefully one day, when Ket leaves Phil's sorry ass, he'll call into another radio station, drunk, of course, and he'll dedicate another song to another one of his slaves that got away. Now let's move on to the last scenario. All right, and speaking of classics, we got another one here. Now, we're going to be looking at the very stupid pay pig known as Kevin Bernstein. And Kevin has a very hard time controlling himself, much like the rest of DSP's audience. It's like a fucking daycare. But one night, DSP was playing monkey ball, and he cleaned up in tips. He made something like $300 from 2 people. Now, just like scenario number 1, DSP doesn't give 2 fucks about the vest and putting it on for your entertainment. He'll do it when he wants, and if you don't like it, you can get fucked. But toddler Kevin decided to stand up to DSP and kept super chatting him over and over, telling him to put the fucking vest on. And eventually, Mike Führer snapped and had enough of Kevin's shit. Did DSP personally ban Kevin Bernstein that night? Fact or fiction?
Not this time. Wrong. Not this time. Not this time. You're wrong. Not this time. It never happened.
Kevin, you're doing a super chat now. You're screaming about the fucking hat and vest. Did I not talk about it on stream, or were you not here? Like, seriously. I was sweating profusely. My back right now is completely soaked in sweat. I'm trying to play an incredibly difficult game. Maybe for once, just relax for a fucking second and allow me to try to beat this very, 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 very difficult stage and stop screaming about the hat and vest and relax and have a good time with the stream. The content of the stream is not man in hat and vest. It's Phil playing games. All right, relax. I don't know why you're so hot and bothered about no hat and vest. This is not the hat and vest hour. This is Phil playing an incredibly tough monkey ball game and doing his absolute best to try to beat this stage legit and not skip it. Right? Holy crap, I'm just being honest here. I don't know what the big deal is. Like, I always wear the hat and vest every stream when it's earned, right? Every stream, I wear it. Today I'm making an exception because I was completely covered in sweat, and this is like the 3rd super chat you've done screaming about the hat and vest. Like, what is going on with you? Why are you being like this? I don't get it. It'd be nice to have an answer, like, what's going on with you? You're freaking out here tonight. And now I can't even concentrate.
Ready?
Now I seriously can't even fucking concentrate on the stage, alright? Now relax. Yo, Kevin, you're still doing this. Dude, Kevin. Okay. I'm gonna be real with you. You gotta fucking calm down. You seriously have to calm down now. You're the only person in the entire stream who's bothered right now. You're the only one. You gotta relax.
Ready?
Shooter McGavin did a super chaser. What's the point of a hat and vest goal was gonna get scammed? Alright, Shooter McGavin, you're banned. You think you can just call me a scammer, you can get banned immediately and not come back ever. Goodbye. Hey, if Kevin got banned, I didn't do it, but dude, he just wouldn't fucking let up all night. It's ridiculous. It's like, you ask a question, I answer it legit. Okay, I'm gonna harp on that all fucking night. It's like, dude, if you're not happy, just leave, right? If you're not happy with the stream, take off. Don't sit here and be negative on the stream constantly the whole night. And it sucks, because Kevin's a positive guy and he's a supporter, but he's ridiculously bad tonight. Like, ridiculous negativity.
Fall out.
Why don't you refund his money then, dickhead? And I love how he can't understand why Kevin is crying about the vest over and over. He even says, oh, the stream's not about man in hat and vest. It's about me playing video games and having fun. I wish they would say that same thing to you every time you're pestering them for tips. So you can put on the glasses, the hat, and then the vest. What difference does it make? You're just here to play games and have fun. And then some good Samaritan immediately gets banned for asking what's the point of the hat and vest goal if it's just going to get scammed. And Phil has to pause the game and take him out back and put a slug in the back of his head. I love it. And of course, Kevin was back like the next day, apologizing to Phil, giving him more money. These people are fucking spineless. Alright, and that's it for episode 4. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Part 5 should be up in a few days. I'm kind of thinking about making part 2 of the Side-Scrollers DSP interview. You know, I put that one out a while back, and I said I was going to make a follow-up to it, and I never did. So I'm either going to work on that or To Catch a Paid Pig Part 25. They both take a long time and a lot of effort to make, so I can only pick one. You know, maybe I'll do a community poll or something and see what people want. Outside of that, I will talk to y'all in 2024. By the way, I'm going to start putting out more content in the new year. That's going to be my resolution. I'm going to put out some sports videos, a little bit of wrestling stuff, especially the older content that I used to watch. I'm still going to put out DSP videos as well. And then I have some ideas for other types of content. And don't be surprised when you start seeing other detractors pop up and some collabs that I've been thinking about for a while now. I'll talk to y'all very soon. Thank you for sticking with me. And a less a fucking a go.
I was suspended because of a Digital Millennium Copyright Act strike. Fuck this shit. Oh, no, you didn't, you motherfucking piece of shit cocksucker. Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are. You motherfucker. You're gonna send me false copyright takedowns against my Twitter account. Excuse me, my Twitch account. You are fucked. Let this be noticed live on the internet. You're fucked. I'm gonna talk with Twitch about this. I'm gonna make sure this doesn't happen again. And you are done. I am not gonna let these motherfuckers try to fuck with me in my livelihood. No. Absolutely, positively fucking no. You're not gonna shut down my fucking stream. You're not gonna put my life on pause because you're a little dingleberry piece of fucking shit stuck to the ass of everyone else who's a responsible human. You're not gonna get away with breaking the fucking law and doing this shit to me. You're done. I'm so pissed right now. Okay?